So I have been a controller player for basically most of my gaming career. I mean, back from when I was 6 years old and I started playing on the PS2, I remember ever since that day, I was a controller player. But there has always been a debate for me. Keyboard is better than controller. Now the reason you'd say such things is because you do in most games get a lot more skill out of it. So I decided to switch for 1 week straight. Now, in this week, you are going to watch me play games for 1 week straight and kind of document what I think is the best. And by the end of the week, we will have results. I mean, I don't know why I had to explain that to you, but I did anyway. Anyway, again, after I said anyway, let's get to the video. Yeah. Now, when I turned on my PlayStation and saw the games I had installed, I literally just looked and said to myself,
I'm cooked.
After that, I tried to play Spyro and GTA 5, but it turns out that my keyboard was not compatible with it at all. So I tried to play the one game I knew I could play. Minecraft. Now, a lot of people are probably like, Minecraft, oh, such an easy game. Well, you need to remember, I have no idea what the frick I'm doing. I literally spent about 5 minutes clicking my keyboard just to see what the buttons did because I had no idea what to do. Now, from day one, I could already feel that I was not used to using every single one of my fingers. So I just decided to upgrade my house because, you know, I thought it would be simple, but somehow this proved to be quite difficult. If this doesn't say anything, then I don't know what will. While I was outside filling in the dirt, I came to the realization that tomorrow is the first day back at school. So I decided, you know what, let me cut the day short. But before I cut the day short, let me go and get some sand just so that I can make sure that I have glass because I have to break when I get home. On Tuesday, I decided to play Roblox Squid Game because not only was Roblox the second official game I could play, I literally couldn't play any other games. But it was also a game that I knew was a bit more simpler. I did feel that my fingers were like kind of adapting, but it was still kind of weird and tough, if you know what I'm saying. When the first game started, I somehow ran backwards into the corridor where you previously start again, which clearly proves how bad I am. But when we first started, I noticed we had not only a cheater, but someone who plays the game too damn much for their own good, that, that was something. I ended up getting into a race with this lady and then I got shot, but then she died, which shows do not mess with me. But we got saved by this hacker, but before he saved me, he actually almost got me killed, and he also almost got this other guy killed for some reason, but in the end he did end up saving me, so thank you, Mr. Hacker. This isn't really important, but here's a clip of me pushing a bacon and clearly being a little too happy with myself. I mean, I'm literally laughing like a child and then I start clapping. I'm too old for this nonsense. I did notice a problem with Roblox, and that is that in certain game modes or games, I couldn't actually use my keyboard and mouse, which was kind of defying the whole law of the video, so yeah. Unfortunately, the next game was going to be my last because I died in this area that I've never actually seen before. Fun fact, I've never actually watched Squid Game, but yes, after I died, this was the end of Tuesday. I ended up having to skip Wednesday because of some schoolwork, but yes, this is going to be a pretty common thing happening. I will have to be cutting my game short because it is now officially school days, so yeah. On Thursday, a lot of things actually ended up happening. Not only was my face cam officially gone because it was taking a bit too much space, but I came to the realization that I really need to buy a mouse pad. Like, it is really important to have a mouse pad. I did not realize what you guys had to go through. But I also started to notice my fingers were falling into place on the keyboard. Going into endgame, I had 4 kills, all of them being incredibly skilled players, as you can clearly tell. I think Fortnite is so far the game that I've needed the most amount of skill in that I've played so far. So this was going to be my more played game, but as you can clearly see, endgame went pretty well. On Friday, I came to the realization that different games actually require different amount of skill on the keyboard and mouse. So I decided to play another Roblox game called Basketball Zero because I know that this game could either take too much skill or it could take too little skill, which is what I was just looking for. So, yeah. Now, because it's Friday, I decided to obviously play 2 games. Like, what amateur do you think I am? But yeah, we decided to play Fortnite again, just for the, the skill levels. Now, throughout the game, it was kind of really boring, but I did come to the realization that my fingers were really starting to get along with the keyboard. Now, I noticed that my only real flaw was the fact that I did not have a mouse pad. Like, it is bad if you don't have a mouse pad. Like, I swear, I can't aim for nothing. My aim is booty cheeks. Smelly aim Uchiha is literally what I will call myself. But to be fair, I am basically a beginner again. It literally felt that way. But, making it into the top 4 with 3 kills, I am, a bit proud of myself. It could have gone better, but hey, could have gone worse too. On Saturday, I think I noticed the biggest jump up of my entire start of this entire week. That is the fact that I knew where the buttons were from, without looking. And gamers, no matter what keyboard, mouse, no matter what you're using, you automatically know that if you do not have to look at your controller or keyboard when you're playing, that is a massive level up. This is exactly why you need a mouse pad. I don't know exactly why, but it kept it didn't want to aim in properly, okay? I swear it's not all my fault. But I noticed quite a few problems. Not only could I not shoot straight, but I also, every time I would click the aim button, it would actually for some reason swap to the right slot of the weapon. And I didn't know if this was for only Fortnite or if it was for other games, so I just kind of decided, let me leave it for another time to figure out. But I did fix it by changing my settings. I'm gonna be honest, I made it to top 3 with 4 kills at end game, but in the end I did pick up my controller because I was like, I just started playing the season and I don't even have a win. Let me cut me some slack, okay? I know I cheated, but it was still a victory and I'll still count it in my book even though it wasn't really by keyboard.
Perfect.
Now, I'm not going to extend this video and make it too long than it actually needs to be. Saturday, Sunday and Monday, nothing interesting really happened except for the fact that I bought the battle pass, which is not as big as I would hope for it to be, but it is something. And I finished extending my Minecraft house, which isn't massive, but it is massive. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. By the way, I was gonna say the low taper fade meme, not the other thing. But I think that was kind of all of it. So, is keyboard better than controller? I have no idea. Honestly, I think I gave myself too little time. Not only that, I did not know the requirements of having a keyboard and mouse. Like, till now, I do not have a mouse pad because, I'm not one of those YouTubers that can be like, oh, I need this, and then I have it by the next day. So, I think I might extend the challenge. Maybe I might do a video for an entire month. I don't know. Depends. Do you guys want that? But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Join me on this journey to becoming a successful content creator. And shout out to these 3 comments that were in my last video. I really am thankful for your guys' support. And if you want to be in my next video, just comment down on this one. I'll gladly put you in. Please have a great rest of your night or a great rest of your day. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.